Okay, hello. How is everybody? Good to be here once again. And today is the 1st of October. It certainly is. And autumn is certainly on its way, fall or whatever you want to call it. The weather's definitely changed here in the UK. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today is Tuesday. Big thank you to this lady here yesterday for doing Monday Fun Day. We had a good fun actually yesterday. Really do enjoy doing it, and obviously that's going to be carrying on. Right then, before we get into the topic of what I had today, we have got some news as far as ONPASSIVE 360 is concerned. If you were tuned into Marty and Chris's earlier on, they would have brought the news anyway. We had a telephone conversation earlier on, and this has come from our CEO Ash Mufareh that we are finishing ONPASSIVE 360, so no more ONPASSIVE 360s. Yes, it's been an era, and yes, we've really enjoyed it, doing it. It served its purpose as far as bringing information to you guys of a corporate nature on ONPASSIVE 360. It's where our CEO liked to come to bring updates, but he really wants us now to use the OES as a way of interacting from a corporate point of view. This means that when any corporate webinars are announced, it is going to be within the ONPASSIVE ecosystem portal. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much, my friend, for your super sticker. Very kind. Nice hot dog. This is a good thing. It means we're going to be more business-like, business and orientated, rather than using YouTube to make announcements. We will be doing it within our own ecosystem, on our own OConnect, and it just makes it much more professional, much more business-like from a corporate entity. It also gives our CEO Ash Mufareh more control over where, when, how, times, all the rest of it, rather than trying to make it to ONPASSIVE 360, whether it be Wednesday or Thursday or 2 or 12, whenever it would have been. So as of now, no more ONPASSIVE 360s. It doesn't mean that you'll miss out on myself, Marty, and Chris. We're going to continue to do what we do anyway, with our lives on YouTube, and also we will be breaking down what has happened on any corporate webinars, bringing you that information. Nagaraj Gossiver, thank you so much for your super sticker as well. It's very kind of you. We obviously will be breaking it down into a bit more layman's terms of what has gone on and what has been said. And also, if any information comes via Marty, Chris, or myself from our CEO, we will update you on that as well when we have any of that information. That does still filter through. For instance, if he said he tells us there is going to be a corporate webinar on a certain date, then obviously we will be able to put that out as well. But as far as accessing and updating from a corporate level, it's all going to be within the ecosystem. Personally, I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea. It really shows that we're serious about the business. It shows that corporate want to move forward. We were an access point, I think, is the best terminology for ONPASSIVE to get information out to you guys from our CEO, with him being able to pop on, etc. But now really is the time that we move it up a notch, go to the next level, and obviously this is all part and parcel of opening up ecosystem and moving on to the next phase of what is going to be happening within ONPASSIVE. All good news. And as our CEO said, nothing but good news. This is one of these things that is good news. As far as when this is going to happen, I haven't heard, to be honest. Obviously, every single day that passes is a day closer. We obviously knew from hearing our CEO a week ago now on 360 that it could be any day. I also know that he had his meeting with his departments and managers, etc., for implementing the next part of ONPASSIVE. We haven't heard back what decision that has been. I'm pretty sure that we will know and find out very, very soon. But one thing's for sure, our ecosystem could be back any day now. That's for sure. If you remember, the first part of it, which he brought to us, was himself having the admin panel, as well as the working panel of the ecosystem. That happened week last Sunday. And if you remember, he said it's going to be at least 7 days before we would see access. And we are now into day 9, I think. And I remember what he said, every single day that passes is a day that it will be more efficient and be more robust. So we are expectant as far as that is concerned. One other thing I'd like to bring to the table is I had somebody reach out to me today. What's the best terminology? A, for not replying to them when within a timeline that they expect me to, and B, saying I don't bring any information to the table when I do my lives. Now, I try my hardest to bring value to what I do. Now, if the value that I give is not up to your standard, then you have a choice. You don't have to listen to me. That's for sure. And as far as maybe not getting back to people within the time frame that suits them, again, if the questions that are being asked to me on text, whichever way you contact me, whether it's email, whether it's messenger, Irina Steksalas, thank you so much for your super sticker. That really is very kind. Guys, if I feel that it doesn't need to be answered because I've already answered it in one way, shape or form, or even somebody else has answered it on one of the many lives, if you are engaged, if you are up to date, then I really am not your personal secretary. You know, I'm here to help everybody. And that's exactly what I try my hardest to do, is to bring news, information, updates to everybody so that everybody gets that message. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. That's absolutely fine. But there you go. I thought I'd bring that up because I'm not making anybody stay here. I do what I do to the best of my ability with what I know, the knowledge I have, and obviously I then convey it back to you guys and hopefully break it down so that it's in a bit more layman's terms. Okay, it doesn't mean to say I don't care. It doesn't mean to say that I'm not bothered and all the rest of it. It just means that I really haven't got time to babysit people, in all honesty. So I apologize in advance if I'm not your cup of tea, but there you go.
Can't believe that.
I know. There's an awful lot of people who think it's not. Okay, so let's just get on to the topic which I wanted to do. And the reason I wanted to talk about this topic is because it makes a lot of sense to me. Is seeing... how I'm going to put this? Seeing is believing, or do you need to believe to be able to see? Now, a lot of people say, I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. But an awful lot of people say, I believe because I can see it. Now, this really is one of those mantras and sayings that is very, very specific, isn't it, to ONPASSIVE. You've got definitely two sides of the coin as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned. You've got those that believe in what is happening within ONPASSIVE, the journey, the forecast of the business, of where we're going, what is going to be happening and all the rest of it. Because of our belief, we see what ONPASSIVE is trying to do. You've then got the other side, you know, the other side, the ones, family members, a lot of them, friends, definitely, people that we might have approached, work colleagues, etc., who say, I'll believe it when I see it. Now, both of the scenarios, guess what? You're right. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can't argue about it, but both scenarios are absolutely correct. But here is the but. The but is the ones that believe it and can see it are the ones that are going to benefit the most, rather than the ones that will believe it when they see it. Why? Because we're engaged, we're here, we're part of ONPASSIVE. We have taken that decision and choice to be early adopters and stick with the program and believe in what is trying to be done. That's why we're here. That's why we stay the course. This is why we are going to make sure we are here when it all kicks off. So we need to make sure, hang on a second, that's okay. We need to make sure that even though the ones that say, I'll believe it when I see it, we don't just brush them aside. Why? They're potential customers, guys. They are actually the ones that we need. They're the ones that we can go back to say, remember you told me, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, here you go. Here it is. Here's the proof that you were looking for to show that it is what we've been saying all along, that this is the proof that you need. Here's the products. Here's the website. Here are the people who are getting commissions, withdrawing into their bank accounts or wherever they want. This is all real. This is the proof that you needed. Now, there is probably more of the I believe it when I see it people than the I believe it and I can see it people like us. This is why we are going to be the ones that benefit the most from it, because we're the ones who are going to be telling that I'll believe it when I see it people, because we're already in ONPASSIVE, we're already part of it, we've got the products, we own them, we're reselling them, and we are reintroducing those non-believers to what ONPASSIVE can do. And mark my words here, there is something for everybody in ONPASSIVE, regardless of your ability, technical know-how, and all the rest of it. The concept of ONPASSIVE for me has always been one of the most simplest that is out there at the moment. Has it been a long journey? Has it been ups and downs? Has it had all sorts of problems? Yes, it has. But the simplicity of the concept for me is what really did attract me, and I loved it. I can get my head around the simplicity of selling something, making a commission, and then growing a business because of that. It's a bit like if you are a car salesman. If you're an individual car salesman, you make commissions on how many cars you sell, correct? We all know how that works. But if you're an area manager, okay, not only are you making commissions on the cars that you sell, you're also making a volume of sales which you get a bonus on. ONPASSIVE is very, very similar, okay? Makes perfect sense. As an individual, you sell one, you get a commission, okay? Sell 4, you get another commission. But then when your organization starts growing, you then become a manager of your organization and get bonuses on the volume of sales that are within that organization. It all spreads out like car sales rooms, etc., and you get that bonus. That's what I love about ONPASSIVE. Very simple to understand, and that's what attracted me to it. We're not saying, give me £1,000, invest it with me, you're going to make 7% a week for the rest of your life, you can compound the interest, and you're going to be a millionaire in 2 months' time. We're not saying all that sort of stuff. We're saying it's a business model that you can work to the benefit of your ability. We're going to give you the tools so that you can be successful. All you have to do is be part of ONPASSIVE, learn how to use those tools to your ability for your business. Ash Mufareh said this last time on 360. It is your business. The company are making the platform. The company are making the products. The company have got all of the logistical parts all sewn up for you. It really is going to be a tool for you to be able to use for your business. How you utilize it, how you use those tools really is up to you. How big you want to be, how fast you want it to grow. Again, all up to you. The success of yourself within ONPASSIVE is under your control. Again, I love that. It means that somebody can come in after me and be more successful than me. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It means that that person has utilized things better than I have to be more successful. I know I'm going to be successful because I'm going to do everything in my power to be successful. But it also gives everybody the same equal chance to be able to be successful with an ONPASSIVE. It's not about the guy at the top making all the money. The guy at the bottom, when they come in, they can actually leapfrog everyone else to get to the top, but they all have to come in the same way as everyone else has done. And that is through a founder, okay, to be able to join ONPASSIVE. I loved it all. And this is why I'm saying, don't disregard those that said no to you in those early days. When we get going, when we have the proof for these people that we have the products, the services, the commissions going backwards and forwards, you can then go back to these people and say, remember what I talked to you about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 6 years ago in my case, about ONPASSIVE. You looked at it, you said no for all sorts of reasons. I really want you to have a look at it again. We've now launched, we're now on our way. These are our products. These are what we are selling. You make this amount of money on the commissions of the resale. Here are the people that are making good money right now because of ONPASSIVE. And you too, you can too. You know, it really is going to be fantastic moving forward. And so all of those people that said no to you, you might have had to eat a little bit of humble pie and go back to them again, but they are all potential customers. And that's how you need to really look at your ONPASSIVE business. I've said it from day one. When I used to do the talks for the founders to bring people into ONPASSIVE, I always said in my talk and speech about it all that in the future we are going to be a customer-based business. If you remember that. Remember, we were talking about the founder's position, how important it was, etc. But in the future, we are going to be a customer-based business. This is exactly what I'm talking about now. Customers. Those customers, they'll either use the products because they want them, or they'll want to be a reseller because they want to make some money themselves. That's all there is. There's going to be an affiliate or there's going to be a customer. Foundership's gone a long, long time ago. So we are a customer-based business. And that's what I love about ONPASSIVE. Makes perfect business sense to me. We are selling products and services for an amount of money that we make a commission on. And then we get volume of sale bonuses on top of that, depending on the size of our organization and the customer base within it. Very, very easy mathematics to understand. Anybody can get their head around that. Anyway, guys, thought I'd bring that to the table today. I'll believe it when I see it, or I believe it because I can see it. Okay, the two very, very different. Tomorrow, Wednesday, no 360, but I will be on at my normal time of 11 Eastern, and we'll have something else to chat about. and or maybe some more updates. I can promise you this, as soon as we're back online and the ecosystem is back up to date, I certainly will be doing a lot more of what I used to do, and that is orientation of your ecosystem, showing people where things are, any updates, new bits added, including the websites and any sort of add-ons that we have at the moment. Okay. Also, talking of one add-on that I have noticed, and I was going to mention this earlier on, our website, ONPASSIVE.com, it should be live now for everybody across the globe. It was filtering through in various areas. Certainly here in the UK, we had it very, very early on compared to other places. But one thing I have noticed is the media center is back in there now as well. And if you click on the media center, which is in the menu bar to the top left-hand side, you'll notice that they have uploaded into there now various videos and other bits and pieces as well. Go and check it out if you haven't done. That's on onpassive.com on their website, media center. Okay. That's it for me for today, guys. Stay tuned as always. We will let you know if we hear anything. But no ONPASSIVE 360 anymore because we're moving towards that next phase of ONPASSIVE. That's it for me. Bye for now.